Tiger Comics. Tiger Comics.
Tiger Comics! Not Tiger Comics! Tiger Comics! Not Tiger Comics!
Okay.
What? Tiger Comics?
What's Night Tiger Comics?
Comics!
Yeah.
You never know what you're missing. What's up, comic book junkies? Welcome to Night Tiger Comics. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Mike Smith. I'll be your host, and I'll be showing you cool comics. Check out my next haul video after this. I got a new setup, as you can tell, so it's really cool, and I do a little video and everything, so yeah. Before we get started, I have some toys down here. I have a Imaginext Batmobile. What do you think of that? I collect Batmobiles. I haven't picked up anything in quite a while. I had a really cool one that made sounds, but my grandson came over and he wanted it, so I gave it to him. I got a black one just like this, and I have this blue one. Okay, so before we get into the haul, which is 50 cent Silver Age Comics, I'm giving away a prize at Captain Strangelife's 14th anniversary tomorrow, 6 o'clock. I'm going to be there, so I'll be giving this away. I got a special gift for him too. I'm not going to share that. I want to share that up on air. But we'll start out with the worst grades to the best, or the keys, or whatever you want to call them. But here's just a cool Muck Monster cover with Plastic Man, and it's done really well. Shout out to Surf Blue. Go surf him up, Surf Blue Comics and Collectibles. He gifted this to me, but I already had a copy, so I'm sending it off to you. So that book. Then we got a Moon Knight guest appearance in Spider-Man. This was before his ongoing series and after the Werewolf by Night appearances. And that's like a VG copy of that. And then we have our first Key book. This is an error issue. So in here they forget to color Lucius Fox, and he's a white guy. And also Poison Ivy's bikini costume debut. Oh yeah. So that's 367, October 84. This is like I don't know, it's like a fine plus. It might be even better than that. I'm just being generous. So the next book is definitely like 9A candidate. It's the second story part of Wolverine vs. Punisher. Guys, this is a great story. There's a little bit of gore in there that was unexpected on my part, so it was really nice. Good story. And that's a Jim Lee cover, Punisher War Journal number 7. Last book in the prize lot, another high-grade black cover by Stephen Platt. Last issue of Mark Spector Moon Knight. Platt art in the interiors. This is one that you want to have in your collection. It's a really nice book. So those would be my gift for you for supporting Captain Strangelove. So on to the haul. So I already shot this haul and it didn't come out the way I wanted, so I have to redo it. So I got to reshuffle the books here. Okay, yes we do. Reshuffle one, guys. Okay, that's what we wanted right there. Okay, so we're starting out with 50 Cent Comics Silver Age book. So this Adventure Comics number 343, August 66. It does have a little animal chew or something there, raccoon chew, but still for 50 cents I ain't passing that up. And I want to read it. The Evil Legion Lords, man. Yeah. All right, what next? Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen. If you haven't read this, you'll have fun reading this. It's clever stuff, and it's cheesy and clever, and it's just, I enjoy it. Number 114, 1968. Unfortunately, this was one of the books. I ended up leaving it in the press for like 2 hours or an hour. With the press on full. Because the press, unbeknownst to me until this time, that the lights go out on it as it gets hotter, as it stays on longer. And when I looked over, there were no lights. I'm like, okay, I didn't leave it on, and then it's still on. So I have a second copy of this. So this might be a prize book in the future. Neil Adams cover, Guilty of Homicide. Superman. That was 50 cents also. This is 368, 358, 1968. And this next book, this one's a bronze, but it's a cool cover. It's a pretty nice looking copy. It's got a harpy on there. 1973. This was 50 cents. I think I have a copy of this, so this might be a future prize giveaway. Who did that cover was pretty good. This is a cool cover. It's just purple. Okay, so let me backtrack. So these three, is it these three? These three had, there was another book too. I think it was this one. They all had like major spine rolls in them. So I pressed them all out. So that was one right there that I showed you. This next one had a big spine roll. And it wasn't spine roll. It was like something had laid on it and pushed it over. It was pretty bad. But Action Comics from 1968, 369. So a press can do a whole lot. And like my LCS sometimes, most of the time, if they're damaged like that, they're dollar books. So a book like that for 50 cents, it was a half price sale. Even for $1. Okay, what else? Let me make sure. I have two more 50 centers. Yep. Okay, so these were in there. So I went through the whole store. You know, I had my stack. Whittled it down to what would fit my budget. I found these two books last. So I'm like, dang it, now I got to go back, make sure I didn't miss any more of these. So we start out with number 3, which is the better of the books. These were the lowest grade of them. These is a 30-cent price variant. That is sexy. I always find it sexy on a comic. I picked up a couple more of these. I got one coming in the mail. So that was 50 cents. And you know, these are 1 to 2% of the print run of that whole year. They were only distributed in 5 different areas. So they're very, very low print run. I mean, extremely low. So there was number 2 in there also. This one's the worst of them. I ironed out this cover. It was really scrunched and had a piece ripped. So I put it in place and ironed it and ironed it, ironed it and ironed it. You put parchment paper over the top and you just iron that. And that way I could get it in the bag without damaging it any further. So these are both from 76 and they both were 50 cents. That's the last of the 50 cents. So moving on. So this was $1. It was $2 initially. Pretty high grade copy. I didn't have it. Jim Aparo killer. Literally killer. Two-Face as the Judge, Batman in Chains. Dang. Oh wait, this was $1. $3.29 from 1980. I was picking up that Batman run when it was coming out in 81, 82. It was so good. So this book was $5. Weird Mystery Tales, number 19. Just got a kind of good girl horror cover. I didn't have it. High grade, pretty high grade. It's got that stamp on it. A lot of these Bronze Age books picking up out of this store have that stamp. So they came from the same collection. It's like a 30 inside a circle. Okay, what next? Okay, so this book, you can't do it justice unless you look at it, because this is why I bought it. I already have it. So this is a potential prize book. This thing is like really high grade. I mean, it's got a white back. The pages are crisp and clean. They're almost white. And look at that. That's one of the first barcodes on a comic. I think it looks sexy. So that was $2. Now, if you already have that book, I don't care. That condition, you have to pick it up. I would just estimate if you wanted to sell it to make money, You could get $20 out of this. I think a lot of people would pay $20 for that kind of a grade immediately. So this is the same reason why I picked up this next book. Let me show it to you first. And it has a barcode on it. 76. I have it already, but dang, this thing was so high grade. This was $3.50. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a deep dive, a deeper look. It's a really high grade copy. Now this probably, I don't know how they grade it. It has a slight foxing or tanning along the spine. Other than that, it's immaculate. The pages aren't quite as white as the last one. They're more cream to off-white. You tell me, but I already have it, but that's such a nice copy. I didn't want to leave it there. Anyway, so I didn't have this. This is a really nice copy of this. I have always loved this series. I've been reading and picking them up because this series is always cheap. So when I was a kid in like the late 70s, you could get this for $0.25 or less. Usually like 10 cents. These books were. Bat Family number 3, February 76. I think I need like 2 or 3 issues, and then I've completed the run. But look at that killer Batgirl holding up a dragon or dinosaur mouth. You got Batman of the future. He's wearing a fishbowl on his head. This was $2. Like I said, I almost completed the run. I do have number 1. Happy to say that. Okay, so this book was $10. So I think this is the most expensive book. There may have been one other book. No, it's not. There's the next book was the most expensive. So this is definitely a good copy, probably 2.5. But Early Legion, September 63. Number 312, Adventure Comics. And this is, I know this is a key issue. Somebody dies in here, I believe. I did some research for a video, and I believe that's the issue. I haven't got to read it yet. Okay, so now we have 318, Mutiny of the Legionnaires. This was the most expensive book, coming in at $15. Number 318, May 64, first full appearance of the Time Trapper. And it's a much better copy also than the last one. I love this Legion. Comment below if you love the Legion. Are you a Legionnaire fan? Okay, what did I pay for this? So this was $10 also. This is a really nice copy. This is probably like a fine minus. Number 321, Code of the Legions, or Code of Superheroes. June 64, you got Lightning Lad. Is that Lightning Lad? Yeah, you got Lightning Lad in prison. Does that prison not look like a grenade or what? Saturn Girl's all right there for you to see. Superboy's reading the code. What do you guys think of that issue? Okay, this is another cool issue. What did I pay for this one? $5. And I thought I had it, and then I looked it up. I didn't have it. November 68 and 374 is the cool like Hooded Menace cover with Supergirl. Is that Timberwolf? I believe it is. I may be wrong. But just a cool cover. Another Killer Silver Age, man. I've been really picking up some Silver Age lately. Go back and watch my other video. I picked up some Adventure Comics. So another adventure. So somebody actually probably sold a collection. And he's just been putting it out like, you know, a little at a time. So I paid $2.50 for this, but it's really nice Supergirl, Superman cover, and it's $3.82. I don't know. That almost looks like, I don't think it's Neil Adams, but it could be. I have to look that up. July 69, $3.82. And that's the last one. What do you guys think of that haul? I'm really happy with it. My adventure collection has grown leaps and bounds in the last couple of weeks. And my Silver Age DC. All right, appreciate you guys. I got one more video, just like a little snippet of just to show you some of the books I showed on the Back to the 80s live stream. Hopefully you'll go back and just watch maybe 15, maybe 30 minutes of it and check it out. I don't expect you to watch the whole thing. But check it out. We had a lot of fun. We dressed up and we showed records and books and all kinds of stuff. But anyways, Night Tiger, peace out of here. Collect a comic.